Hello, everybody. This is Dan Tomaszewski here with Everything MSP. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I am here with Amit Israel. He's with Cofense. Welcome, Amit. So, Amit, we have you here because Cofense has become a new sponsor of Everything MSP, and we want our part of our goals and objectives are to help educate MSPs about different tools that are out there that can help them be more successful in their business. And let's, I guess, start out a little bit, maybe a brief background about yourself.
Yeah, I started, I would say, my journey in that industry a few years ago, many years ago, working in Israel. And I would say about 5 years ago, I started a company called Cyberfish. It was a startup that was actually focusing in anti-phishing and preventing phishing attacks.
Yeah.
And after a few years, we got acquired by a Cofense company called Cofense, which actually saw benefits with Cyberfish. Two major benefits, I would say. The first one is to take into their stack the anti-phishing, the preventing phishing attack. And the second one is taking Cofense towards the MSP industry, which Cofense until then was mainly focusing in enterprise or small, medium enterprises, and now we're here. So important to speak about Cyberfish because that's a brand that is recognized by many of the MSPs, but now we're called Cofense Protect. And Cofense Protect actually was added to that portfolio of Cofense, which is actually providing four, I would say, buckets of solutions to the email security and phishing, which is solutions that identify phishing, solutions that protect against phishing, solutions that detect phishing attacks within companies, and solutions that respond, IR solutions that respond to the attacks themselves. And we find ourselves over there in that protection area. And actually what is unique in what we're doing, speaking about the MSPs, is that we're built for the MSPs from scratch. Like from the beginning, we are built for the MSPs, period. We know how MSPs think and what they need in order to, I would say, succeed in their business.
Right.
And that's, I would say, the main goal that we're there.
Well, I mean, that's something that really caught my eye when we were talking and learning more about Cofense, because, I don't want to say all vendors are like this, but often, it's more of a transactional relationship. But it truly sounds like you want to become partners with the MSP in a true partnership, and that's working together for the success of both parties. And and that really caught my eye. I love that approach that you're taking.
Yeah, thank you. I do think that MSPs having a great role, in managing services for their clients, and I think that's a significant role. And I think that this is something, the partnership between a vendor and MSP is a partnership that needs to be led by the business. So what I think is that once we partner with an MSP, the major, I would say, number one, most important thing is to grow each other business.
Right.
And I do know what everyone might say now, well, that the first thing that is important is to provide the best security for our clients and the best anti-phishing solution, which is true. But I think that the most important thing, even more than that, is to provide the ability for the MSP and for ourselves to enjoy that partnership in a way that we will mutually grow our business. So there is no essence in anything that we're doing if we want to allow our MSP to grow from 20 companies to 120 or from 300 to 550, and we'll do the same. And that goes not only to our approach, the way we approach our MSPs, but also to our technology. which sits there and says, will allow and provide everything that an MSP needs in order to have an easier life, right? And very good technology, but easier life. And we act towards our MSPs also as kind of a vendor that manages their services as well in terms of their needs. So if we're
Okay.
not selling ourselves to an MSP that has a few dozens companies, we know his struggles, and we're speaking with him about his struggles and about what he needs from us, right? And we have packages and we have solutions for these struggles. For example, we have our SOC team that stands beside the MSP and allows him services that will, that he will not need to do that by himself. For example, monitor
Yeah.
on a daily basis his clients, see that everything is okay. We're doing that for him. We'll automate a lot of things that are a need for him. For example, monthly, weekly, daily reports and stuff like that are done by us. So we pretty well know what he needs, what will make the MSP lives easier, and
Yeah.
how
Yep.
can we step in order to be there and do that. But I'll say that again, I think the most important thing for us is the partnership with the MSP, is the conversation we have with him, the way we built with him the sales of what we do. We don't take for granted the fact that once we sign up a partnership, he starts selling us. We know that he has a lot on his mind. He has a lot of other vendors. He had, again, as said, struggles, and we're there to ask him, listen, how can you sell us the best way you can? What do you need us for? You need us to speak with clients. You need us to provide you marketing materials. When you need us for marketing achievement, whatever. What do you need us for? And we're there. So
That's pretty significant. I mean, overall, when we take a look at the MSP business, there's only so many hours in the day, right? And you want to add to your overall stack. However, when you add to the stack, you're also you do that in the understanding that you're going to have to dedicate more resources. So, if you're taking a look at, a solution, you've got one solution, which means you're going to have to add maybe more staff internally. You're going to have to dedicate more time and resources to being able to offer that, compared to partnering with a company like Cofense that can provide some additional support, kind of an extension of their team. That's significant overall.
Yeah, I think you're right, and we obviously understand that it's significant, right? It's not something that we take for granted. It's something we work hard to do, not only to be special, because that brings business, but because we tend to say that we know again what's important for an MSP. So if I'm speaking with an MSP now, and so I know that even though we had a great conversation and he wants to move forward with business, once he hangs up, he goes to his office or starts, having his day, he will have his other vendors calling him, and he will have his sales team that is, selling other stuff, and his tech team is having, problems with and suddenly the conversation we had a few minutes ago is pretty much forgotten.
Right.
And he needs to remember that he needs someone to remember him that, but every vendor is doing that. So we're saying, how can we make that once that conversation with me ends, how can we make him immediately go to market with us, right? Immediately say, these are my benefits. These are the guys that will help me. And so it goes a long way. We can provide him our SEs to go to demos with him, at least at the beginning. We can provide him, conversations with me or with our sales team just to explain and to work on that together, how we can achieve more business, who are the perfect clients for that solution at first, so we can experience success in selling that. And then later on, getting to these complicated clients that needs more attention, need more demos, need more time, need more efforts, therefore more money invested. And maybe these will be second after the first one will achieve business. And we're also there for him to say, listen, we're here for you in order to walk with you on how you can pay that, what's the best way for you to achieve that financial situation with us. You want to achieve 50 clients in the first 2 months. How do we do it? Let's think about that together. I don't believe in throwing that on the MSP.
Sure.
Because I know the routine, I know the daily lives, I know how it goes. And even though we're pretty easy technically to deploy, and we're pretty much automated, pretty much everything happens by itself, it doesn't work that way.
Right.
A responsible MSP needs to be focused about what he's selling, how he's selling, if that works, if there are any, bugs or things that he needs to speak with us about and with support about. So he needs time at the beginning, at least.
Yeah.
And we're there with him.
That is awesome. I mean, ultimately, the thing that just really caught my eye was just that partnership level. Obviously, your product is, an intelligent email security, big focus on phishing, and but also all the other proactive and preventative aspects that go along with that. So I guess in kind of wrapping things up, can you tell me and tell our audience what is the best way for someone to leverage Cofense and take advantage of the offering that you guys have?
Yeah, so the easiest way is to go to our website, cofense.com. Go there for the Protect section, Cofense Protect. Then you have a place there to just log in and schedule a demo. And you will immediately receive one of our AEs or the regional managers that are relevant for you. And to have a discussion, it's kind of a mutual discussion. You say what you need, we say what we do. Then we think about how we do it together. And I think that's the easiest way.
That's awesome. Well, Amit, I really appreciate your time and very excited to kick things off with Cofense and work together. Everybody have a wonderful day, and we will talk to you guys all soon.